This little box can give you the power to control your fog lights. So what is Brightbox? Brightbox, this little thing, is a plug-and-play device from Aspire Auto Accessories. I don't know if you notice, if you turn on your high beams, your low beams or your fog lights turn off. With Brightbox, it turns off that feature and turns all your lights on, making you utilize 100% of your lights without buying more lights. So Brightbox has 4 types. You got your regular Brightbox. It keeps your low beams on when you turn on your high beams. Then we got the Brightbox with fog light control. We'll keep your low beams and fog lights on when you turn on your high beams. This is specifically for vehicles that doesn't have the feature of turning off the low beams when you turn on your high beams. Then you got the Brightbox Fogster. It will keep your fog lights on when the high beams are on. This is for the vehicles that the low beam stays on already when you turn on your high beams. Then we have Brightbox Anytime, which is what I have right here. You can control your fog lights as you wish, but it does require a switch. So you can get one of their switches, or if you have a switch panel, you can use the switch panel. This is the only Brightbox that you need a switch. Everything else is automatic. And not all Brightbox is universal. It depends on what vehicle you have. Go check out their website and watch Brightbox your vehicle needs. Just like me, I have a 2013 4Runner. So for the OGs, 2010 and 2013, our low beam stays on when the high beams turn on. I believe for 14 and plus, the low beams turns off when you turn on the high beams. First, we need to find a spot where the actual Brightbox should be mounted. I chose this spot beside the battery and the engine bay. So you can use this hole to mount it, or you can use the double-sided tape that's behind it. The homie Joe, also known as 5Gen 4R, he used the double-sided and put it in the fuse cover of the 4Runner. Go check out his install, link would be in the description below. He uses a switch panel for his Brightbox. So it says right here, up, so we want to install it, arrow going up. The reason for that is to prevent this part getting wet when it rains. Then we have this 3 wirings. This wire connected to your fog light. Then we get our wire that connects to the switch. So we run this through the firewall. After removing that plastic piece, but because it's a big piece, it's going to be hard to route to the firewall. So I decided to remove the pins. So I have one removed. And of course, before we remove everything, I'm gonna take a photo of that so we would know how to put this plastic piece back. So there is a tab Let me zoom in a little bit. There's a small tab right there. Now we can push in, then we can pull it out of the plastic. So the first one I used my precision tool. That's the flat one, but I had a hard time with this one, so I used a little more thinner precision screwdriver with this one, and it's popped right out. There it is. Now, see, to wrap it with electrical tape, then run it through the firewall. After routing it in the firewall, we need to put that plastic piece back in the correct orientation, of course. Connect that wiring piece for the switch. Then connect the end to the switch. Well, let's not forget to put the fuse. Then lastly, attach this part to the battery. So I have the bright box for about a week now and I like it. So last weekend, me and my daughter went to Valley of Fire, and I love that I could control the fog lights, turn it on without turning on my headlights, especially all the winding and straight long roads here in the desert. Because comparing that to, I rather turn on just the fog lights, not the headlights. You know, when we turn on the headlights, everything dims up. Like the odometer, the radio, everything dims up. At least with the bright box, I can turn on the fog lights with drives like that. Install is really easy. The only thing I had a hard time is routing that cable for the switch. Other than that, easy peasy. Regarding the switch, so I have the amber color. So you have a choice between the blue and the amber. Because I have the 2010 to 2013 4Runner. The gauges are amber, not like in 14 and plus, it is blue. So if you have a 14 and plus, I would suggest get the blue one so it matches your OEM color. And because it's plug and play, no splicing, the actual fog light switch on the turn signal stick, it retains its functionality. So when it's nighttime, you can turn on your headlights and turn on the fog lights using the regular OEM switch. I did have one hiccup though. The first time I was testing it, it only showed one side of my diode fogs on. The other side is not. Just like when you're upgrading your halogen light bulb to an LED one, sometimes it doesn't turn on. You need to flip that connector, and that's what I did. Problem solved. One more thing. If you're going to purchase this and install in your 4Runner or Tacoma or any vehicle that you have, be mindful that the power of the bright box is coming from the battery, not from when you start the car. So it's going to be always on when the switch is on. So whenever you're leaving your vehicle, turning it off, always look at that switch if you're going to use the switch. If you're going to use the anytime for a switch panel, then it's not going to be a problem. If you want to purchase a bright box for your vehicle, link will be in the description below. If this video has given you some sort of value, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Paalam.